Hey, hey. Hello, guys. Right. Welcome back. Writer's Right. Wednesday. Wow. The week does fly by. Let's see. I'm pulling up all my stuff. See if it's cooking. See if it's coming through. Check in on multiple devices. How are you doing? What's it feeling like? What's Wednesday feeling like? I did finally get the tree up. My inner decorations are done. I didn't go mad about it. I didn't mean crazy, or I didn't make myself mad. I just got it done. Didn't do as much as usual. Let's see. So that's good. It's nice to get something off your plate, right? Okay, let's see how we doing on YouTube. I gotta figure out what I'm working on today. Let's see. Oops. Morning. Just pulling everything up. Seems like it's working. All right, it is. Oh. I definitely woke up moments ago. Just long enough to make one of my tea coffees. Yeah, it's this brand called Tea China. It tastes just like coffee, but it's herbal. It's a good thing. All right. I actually like this music, but it seems like there's a gazillion commercials. I guess I could mute it when the commercials come up. Just a little jazz piano for your writing pleasure. Okay. Well, as we get deeper into the season of the holidays, I hope you continue to find time to write. I know that can be the hardest. There's just a lot of distractions, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to let the distractions happen. I've had distractions yesterday that I didn't want to happen. A little family drama that I didn't need. So I let it derail me. So that's too bad. But all of that is very good fodder for stories you want to write. Isn't that the thing? Like with a writer, it's like, don't get mad. Don't make me mad, because it will turn up in something I'm going to write about, you know. I mean, you might not recognize it, or they might not. But yeah, I was taking some notes yesterday. It's the only way to keep yourself sane sometime. But today's going to be a different day. Let's see. I need to get, what am I looking at? I need an online timer. If I get my timer up. I'm going to set it to 25 minutes. Do you know what you're working on right now? Oops, not 25 seconds. Reset, please. Say hi in the chat if you can. Oh, I see a gang. A whole gang just showed up. Hey, guys. High fives. Good to see you. All right. Got that ready. Wow. Happy Wednesday. I don't know, Wednesday. I got some things on the schedule. So this writing time really matters today, because I want to make some progress on my cozy mystery. How about you? What are you working on? Who are you? If you've just stumbled upon this channel and you're like, who's that girl babbling on? I'm Ann Kimbrough. Hi. And this is Writer's Right. And I do it 3 times a week in the mornings at 8 a.m., Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And the whole point is to come here and write. You give me an hour, I'll give you 2 writing sprints of 25 minutes in length. You write your stuff and I write my stuff. So it's just like going to a coffee house and writing with your friend, bringing your laptops. Remember coffee houses? Used to be fun. Andrew, hey man. It wasn't letting you type anything. Well, that's not nice, but you did. It worked. Good to see you here, man. How are you today? I hope the world is treating you right and you have some time to write. Have you heard back about anything from any of your projects? Good morning to you. I'm glad you persevered. And, sometimes it doesn't let you type. I found it very hard to find where to type once when I was on my cell phone, so I don't know. Different devices can be tricky. I'm glad you figured it out. But anyway, I was just babbling on, waiting for you to get here. Thank you. All right, let's put 25 minutes on the clock and start writing. It's that first all-important sprint to get your feet wet, right? All right, on mark, get set, write. You are now on the clock. Oh, let's see, Andrew said. Oh. Good job. I love to hear good news from your beta readers, and glad you're still making small progress while you're waiting on more feedback. Good job, man. All right. Get yourself writing now. I have no idea where I want to start. I'm at that point where I really have to go back and reread from the beginning. I mean, I'm only like 3 chapters in, but I've started to write introduce suspects. So I think I'll just write about some more people that could be killers in my story. Fun way to start the day, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I sometimes feel like I'm just turning away from you when I write, but how's this? Now I can reach my drink. A hot beverage of choice. Okay. How's that music? It's probably too loud now if I move the speaker closer. Okay, I have way too many things open. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. writing longhand yesterday, so I got notes. Stuff I could transcribe too. Yeah, that's true.
Alert from System UI server.
Oop, battery low. That was one I needed to hear. Just the plug. Bonk in my head. Woo! Okay. Okay. Power. Hey, Sergio. Thank you. I'm glad you like the hat. Am I a little sick today? Allergies, I think. I definitely feel a little congested, right? But I also haven't been up long. So I was swimming yesterday. Usually it takes time to wake up and your life just, drains a little. But I'm sniffing, aren't I? Sorry. But no, I'm not sick. At least not physically. Mentally, I don't know. We still have a little over 17 minutes in this sprint. Glad you guys are here. Sergio, are you in 2 times? I see 2 Sergios up there. Or are there 2 Sergios? Okay, I gotta get started here. Where am I? What do I want to write? Sergio, oh yeah, you are logged in 2 places. Well, I'm all for that. Right now I'm currently logged in 3 places on YouTube. I mean, only 1 here, but the others are for the background music. How do you like it, Sergio? That's an honor of you, always, because you're the one that suggested it. Good suggestion. Very good. Good. Glad you like it. I like this one the best of all the ones. I should shout out to the channel. If I could tell. Oh, there it is. You're funny, Sergio. It does have a little bit of that Schroeder, Charlie Brown background music. I like this one because it doesn't actually, uh, it doesn't, it's not going to really affect what I'm writing. So I can tune it out. It's mellow enough. Some of the other ones I've tried were just a little too peppy or too mellow. I don't want it to put me to sleep because it could. That could happen. I'm almost awake. It's taking me some time today. I'm gonna reread something that'll get me going. I have a package at the front door. I better get it. Our neighborhood is pretty safe, but okay, we got 7 minutes on the clock. Sergio, Andrew, hold the fort. I'll be right back, okay? Whee! I'm back. How long did that take? And I think it's my proof. Okay. I need to run up and down the stairs more often. That was good exercise. Oh, it is. It's a proof. That's why there's a gray line across it. But I was very happy with the last one, except I didn't like how oh, they're perfect. That's way better. The inside artwork, the DPI just wasn't great, and had to do a little research to figure out. You guys aren't going to be able to tell the difference through the screen. I'd hold it up, but I don't think you could tell. Oh yeah, it's crisp. It's perfect. As crisp as the lettering. I can go live with this now. Yay! Oops. Very, very happy. Well, book. I'm excited for this one. I gotta finish book 2 of this because it would be nice to have them both out. Anyway, you were here for that. The unpacking, I call it. I mean, the true unpacking will be when I buy several of them, but I'm excited. Oh, thank you, Sergio. I will as soon as. So we have 5 minutes left of this sprint. Let's make it count. Me especially, since I haven't done much. Okay, that's the end of our first sprint. How did you do? As Sergio has reminded me, I want to ask anyone new, if you aren't already following the channel, hit the bell, the notification button below. And please join my channel. That way, anytime I'm online with these, it will alert you and you can have a reminder to join us for the sprint. I rarely go live for any other reason, so you should only get notifications Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But how was the sprint? I finally got something going. Yeah, if I'm kind of jumping around going where to start, I usually try. I didn't do it this time. The last time I write on a project, I try to create a starting point for next time. Do you do that? So anyway, I just reread some stuff. That gets you right back into it. But like I was saying, if you showed up early, you heard me rant a little bit that I had a down day yesterday with just some family issues that were totally unexpected drama. And don't really need that stuff in your life, but it really did derail my writing yesterday, which just makes you just feel disgruntled. How about that? You guys have those issues? I mean, I know Andrew has work, and a lot of you do. Sergio does too. Sergio, are you able to write today? Or are you just popping in to say hi, which is all is acceptable. I'm happy to see you. For me, yeah. I did take the time to sit down and put my feelings yesterday onto a project I had started a long time ago. It was a very personal story that I don't write that stuff. I don't write my life story. I mean, obviously, we write our lives into everything we write. There's a lot of me. If you read my stuff, you do kind of know me. I have a lot of people that say certain characters seem to be totally me. And I would say they're a part of me. But yeah, you could read my writing and get a good gist of who I am if you've also met me, which you guys have right here. We've met. But I don't write sort of just dramatic pieces. My stuff, my films are action adventure. I'm writing cozy mysteries, kids' books. So I'm not writing anything that would be like Academy Award level. But who knows? We're writers, right? We could do anything we want. So I'd have to say that things that happened yesterday, I definitely sat down and wrote my feelings, and it was to me, I turned it to a positive. Hey, Braid. Warming up on your creative juices. Me too. Did you notice? Yeah, you probably did. But hi, happy to see you here. Yeah, to me, the second sprint is always the one where I get more traction, for sure. Sergio, just saying hi today. Oh, I love that bully-proof punk. That's a great title, Sergio. Oh, no problem. I'm glad you started something new, and I'm glad you popped in to say hi. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Andrew, you're right. All the characters are a bit of us, aren't they? Some of them more or less. That's true. Yeah, I feel like in my cozy mysteries, I have Paisley Summerhill's the main character. It's two girls, and she is very much like sort of my ideal me. I mean, I'm not her. I mean, really, because she's quite perfect as a character. I mean, she has flaw. She has a flaw. Yeah, all your characters have to have flaws. But I have had people read it, that my friends that know me in person, and they feel like there's a lot of me in her, which is really flattering, because I think she would be like, if I had to write me, I would like to be like her. I don't feel like I'm like her though. Oh, it's a comedy. Well, it sounds like a comedy, Sergio. Yeah, that title, bully-proof punk. Very, play on the bulletproof monk. And is it the same sort of, is it a play on that kind of story too? I'm assuming, but it sounds funny. Anyway, that was what happened. And, you know, lemons, lemonade. That was yesterday. So today I want to actually have page count that comes out of it, which is why we're here. I was very happy. I'm always happy when I get to join you guys here. This is, you know, especially right now, I feel like having these kind of things, which is why you should check or do the notifications. It's nice to have a reminder that this is what you want to do with your life, your writing. So for me, this is a weekly reminder, 3 times a week, that this is like my goal in life. You know, this is my purpose right now. Obviously, we have other purposes. Obviously, my family is a big purpose, but writing is kind of my heart and soul at the moment. And, you know, it's very easy to get sidetracked by little dramas like I did yesterday. But, you know, I have this and I have you guys today to refocus what really I want to spend my mind power on, right? Braid says this helps a lot. Oh, God, it's so good to hear. Get your butt in the chair. Definitely. It's a date with us, right? Our writing date. Oh, it's not a parody. Oh, that's good. Just the name. Oh, good. I like the play on that name, you know, because it's fun. I mean, you do instantly get a sense of, you know, what the genre is going to be, comedy, because you're I don't know what I was going to say, punking, but you know, but you're calling back to that other title. So I like it. I mean, you titles are your first selling tool, right? Whether you're writing a screenplay or a book, the title matters. Good one. I fully approve. Not that you need that. All right. Enough chit chat. Let me get you back on the clock because this is a sprint where you really make it count. All right. You ready? Ready to write? I hear you. I hear you shouting. Yes, you're shouting yes, if you wonder. All right. On the mark. Get set. Right. Yes. We have 25 minutes on the clock again because we're awesome. Yeah, I am draining today, but I'm not sick. I mean, there's still like sinuses, right? Let's see. Yeah, Andrew says he's need to take breaks for some personal stuff. Well, I'm very sorry that you have had to, but I'm glad you keep coming back, and everyone's always welcome for as long as you can tune in, you know? Would I like to read Skunks? I actually, Sergio, right now I don't have time to read his whole screenplay, but if you have like a 1-page, I'd be happy to read it and give you some feedback on that. It is one of my definitely my skills as a writer. I think 1-pages are kind of important to, I mean, I'm assuming Skunks is finished. That selling tool, if your one sheet and log line is usually part of that, that's kind of crucial. So if you ever wanted me to look at that, I'm happy to look at one pages. But reading a whole script, I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I do it for friends that I owe because they read my stuff. And I'm sorry. But even that, a lot of the people I know that we used to share scripts, that doesn't, we've gotten to a point where I guess other people, I have a writing producing partner, Shiriko Mur, so he and I really do it for our job. Not that anything's happening in Hollywood. There, hey Sergio, Braid would read it. That's cool. That's important. That's important. I think Sergio, the Braid wants to read Skunks for you. Is asking. I think that's cool. I mean, that's when I started out. I was in this group called Screenwriters. What were they called? Screenwriting You. And I went through that with a lot of writers that we were in the class together, and those were the people that we still will read each other's stuff. And you have to have that group. It doesn't have to be a large group, but it does have to be some people that you really that you respect their writing, and they respect yours. So cool. Well, if you guys can work that out, please do. I think it's cool. Oh, I just inhaled my tea. Excuse me. Yes, I agree, Braid. I really just swallowed my tea the wrong way. Inhaled it. I'm okay. Hands up. Pat yourself on the back. I cannot talk and drink and breathe at the same time. Oh, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. I like your extra E. We are doing a writing sprint, even though I'm talking forever. All right. We have 21 minutes still left on the sprint. Make it count. And yes, I agree that if you send your stuff to anybody, you should know who they are, even though you've just met Braid, Sergio, Braid. Yeah, it does make sense to copyright your work. But I don't know. At a certain point, you really can't protect it unless you're willing to sue someone. So that's why you only deal with people who you know who they are. Oh, it is completely copywritten. All right. But anyway, that's my spiel about reading. I would love to read everybody's stuff because, I'm pretty good at feedback. But it's very time consuming. And it would it would take away my writing time. So I can only do so much. I have lately been working for a group, just on the side every now and then. What are they called? We Fix Scripts. So I do get paid to do it every now and again. And I'm able to make time for what I get paid for. But I do also just like to help people. So that's not important. But I guess I don't have much more to say about that. I'm sorry, I can't read everybody's stuff. I do like to read your books, though. I will purchase your books and read them. And I will go see your movies and TV shows when they're on the big screen. As I expect you to go see mine when they're on the big screen. But yeah, I do have a writing producing partner. So in many ways, I do have to be careful because I represent our company as head of development. Sounds really silly to say that since it's just two people. But anyway, there is that. We get queries quite a bit of people trying to pitch us stuff that we need to read. But right now we're not looking for anything. I mean, the market, Hollywood is kind of shut down. Production is happening and there is work to be found, but it's not like it was pre-pandemic. So it will come back. Everything will come back. Anyway, right. I've got 19 minutes left as I babble on. Thanks for the copywritten. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. I've found how many things I don't know how to correctly spell or grammar or use proper grammar. Can't even talk. Doing books. Yeah, it's I Google a lot. Got to check it. There's no service out there unless you pay for it, which I do. I also have a friend that's really good at proofreading. But I'm very happy to pay for the service because it's very important when you want to put out a good book, right? And I'm using that trick. I mentioned it before. I don't know. I mentioned it here. I probably did. Who else would I tell? Where I use Scrivener to write, and it does have a feature that says speech at the top menu bar, and I'll turn the speech on and it'll read, that section because everything's sort of like in folders, and every folder then has pages. So I have it reads out loud, obviously, and I read along with it. You catch a lot that way. I mean, it's a slower process, but I find it's very, very useful when you're trying to proof your own work. So I run through many, like about 3 layers of proofing, and there's still going to be errors, sadly. I mean, there's only so much at this point that I can spend to make it as professional as possible, but that is always the goal. If I can't put out a professional book, then why am I doing it, right? Anyway, I digress. You guys are just fun to talk to today. Not that you aren't other days. Yeah, we're always learning. That's a good point, Sergio. Yeah, me for sure. Yeah, if you can't learn, you die. Not literally. Okay, I gotta keep reading this section. I really have to go back and start from page 1, but I don't want to. Yeah, great. Final Draft reads it back to you too. I have never done that in Final Draft, but cool. I think it's. Well, you're right. I have done that. They have the one where you can set the voices for the characters. Have you done that? That's a little freaky. Their voices aren't great. It's basically there's a male voice, a female voice, and one's higher pitched for a child, or it's kind of comical. It might be good actually for your script since it's a comedy. I love Final Draft though. It's it's definitely what I use for screenplays, television, podcasts even. I like it, although Word is just as good for podcasts. And I have written a play on Final Draft, so that they have a play feature, and I had to tweak it a little bit, but it was good. It's a good. I'm actually. There's actually. Did you know that Final Draft has like a beta team? I think I'm still on it. I was for a while. So you get sent their updates, and you have to test the program out and get back to them about it. So it's a good group. They work really hard to keep that Final Draft current and up to date, and the one that most people in the industry use. I've used Movie Magic too, but I find most people in Hollywood don't use it, for one thing. So if you're collaborating with someone, you need to be on the same program they are. Final Draft does have a feature where you guys can be in the same document at the same time. I haven't tested it out enough to really comment if it's good, but Final Draft is the one I would choose to always. I only tried Movie Magic because someone I was collaborating with that's all they had, so I got it just to see if it was as good or better. It's not better, and it's okay. It's just different, It's once again, it's a learning curve to start use any new program, but it's easy to figure out. I just found it's not used a lot, so yeah. I don't know how Final Draft became the one. I guess they were just first. All right, now we have under 15 minutes left of this sprint. I'm just so babbling. I hope you mute me if you don't want to listen to me. I would not be offended at all. I am finally almost awake. I can almost see the screen. Jeez, it's just really much better. spelled wrong is still there, hanging on. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from swallowing wrong. Hey, that's the end of our second sprint. Oh, I lost our background music. What happened? I guess it just ended. I got writing and talking, so I didn't notice. Let's see. I managed to add a few hundred words to a chapter with all that talking, and I made progress. I hope my talking didn't derail you guys, but how did you do? I did what? Was there something, Sergio? Oh, cool. I'm glad you guys are chatting. Thanks, Charlie. I'm glad you enjoyed the sprint. Hit the notification button down below. I think it's the bell. If you want to follow me anytime I go live for these sprints, which I do them 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will send you an alert through your email and let you know I'm live, so you can join us at the top of the hour, if you can. We do 2 sprints of 25 minutes, and then I set you out into the world, which is I'm going to do shortly. But I do want to thank you for coming, and I hope this keeps you going. I definitely need to sit here for another couple of writing sprints since I wasn't very productive. I was slow. I woke up way too close to time to get online, and that's hard. 8 a.m.'s hard for me sometimes, but other days I'm here before and I'm like, oh, it's too early to start it. Guess that's life. Just a little. Minor progress. Well, it seems like that's contagious right now, Andrew. But I'm really glad you made some progress. Little progress. I take it. Oftentimes, I really feel with writing, I enjoy doing it. It's very fun to get into that zone and just comes out. It's types. You're almost like, where did that come from? Although I do plan it, so I do know where it comes from. But you can get in the groove. You know what I mean. You're writers. But sometimes writing is sort of like pushing things forward. I feel like I'm just always pushing it towards that finish line. I'm very focused on finishing my writing. That's why people have come on and wanted, oh, great, a few pages. Way to go, Bray. You're working on the screenplay, right? I think, if I'm right, if the memory serves. But sometimes people come on and want like some writing prompts or want a word count challenge, and it's cool to do those things. Yeah, screenplay. My brain's working today a little bit. And when they want stuff like that, I mean, I understand it. It's good to get you writing, but at some point, it's just practice. And I'm not here to practice. I'm here to write stuff that you can see in a book, like this one. So yeah, so this is exciting for me. It actually worked. There were so many steps to making this. I had the document. This is a book I got back that I should, for those of you that might not have seen me when I did my show and tell. Back in, oh my gosh, how long ago was this? This is the first book that was of mine that was ever published. It was a while ago. Oh, 2013. And I published it under this is my screenwriting name, Ann Kimbrough. I write for my Cozy Mysteries. I write as Ann Audrey. But I don't know. I should have probably had a pen name for my kids' books. This is a historical fiction. So somebody published this for me. They have a small press, but I wasn't in love with it. Oops. Oh, sorry, it's my dad. Sorry. Hey, Dad, I'm streaming online. Can I call you right back? You okay? Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Sorry, guys. I always gotta take my dad's call, see if he's okay. And it's probably about the little drama that happened yesterday. Anyway, so I got the rights back to this, and this is what I've come up with. This is my new book. This is the proof. That's why there's this line. But look, it's the same. Look, it's the same manuscript. What difference it can make to change the size, and it's actually a great thickness now. And then, of course, I rebranded the look because I wanted it to look like a kid's book. I learned a lot by going through. I mean, actually, having somebody take this on and do all the formatting and put it out there, even though I wasn't in love with how it looked, I went with the flow. And I'm really happy because it actually got me to a point where I figured out I could do it myself. I felt confident enough to do it myself. So that led me on the course of publishing my own books. And I started with a bunch of books. I don't have one of those. I started with a bunch of journals. So I have the 100 script challenge. It's a journal that if you're a screenwriter, you are supposed to read 100. They always say you read 100 scripts, then you know how to write. It's an old thing they used to say. But my feeling was you could read 100 scripts, but how, maybe you should take some notes about the scripts you write. So I created a journal. It's still out there. The 100 script challenge. Oh God, where is it? I have it somewhere. I'll show it off next time. I don't know where it is. But I have my bookcase over here. But anyway, I started doing that. So that sort of got me into it. And then I did get the rights back to this book since if you don't promote a book, it doesn't sell. This book sold quite well and I put like 100% of my time into selling it, but not enough to make it worth that time out of time. So anyway, I got the rights back, and you can see it's been a long time. It's taken me a long time to finally use that manuscript and turn it into this. But so many learning curves when it came to formatting it. And the biggest, can you see this? Let's see if you can see this. It hasn't come up yet. I have a bit of a delay. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Put it towards the camera. I have to wait for the camera to catch up with me. This artwork, the other book didn't have the artwork. So that's the big thing I added, because that's how books are. I looked at books on Amazon and like ninja farts and stuff. I want to be in that category, although this is historical fiction. It does have that kind of feel, but it's a little bit more advanced. Anyway, I learned a lot when we it's like such a stage of learning to format the book and get the DPI correct. There's too many twists and turns, but I did it. Yay. All right, what are you guys saying? Oh, good. Yeah, you did tell me this. You were here. Yeah, it looks like a kid's book now, right? That alone should be good. And I went to Fiverr and found this artist. He was really good. I made the cover myself, but the artwork is from inside. And the other thing I did, because I wrote, I was following a book like Ninja Farts, as that, and even Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They have a lot of inner art, not quite like this, but I added in, I use Photoshop, so I was able to go in and add in all the words. The artist just did the art part. So it was nice to be able to add those touches. I think it finished off the art. And thank you for listening. How many screenplays did you write before you broke in? Oh, that's a good one. A bunch. Excuse me. I'm still. I swallowed wrong. Luckily, you're not in the same room with me, so you don't have to be worried that I'm clearing my throat. Do you feel that way? That now you can't cough in public? I feel that way, but you're safe, and I'm not contagious. So, anyway, how many screenplays did I write? So the thing about writing screenplays, I took this online course, and it was like a 6-month course. I already knew how to write screenplays, but I didn't know what I was doing. So it was like one of those things is I sort of learned all the skills, but I didn't know how to pull them all together and consciously know what I was doing. So when I took that course, it made me write every day, and it did sort of fill in the gaps. And I also opened me up to a community of screenwriters, which was really useful to find people to share your work with. So over that course of that time, I probably wrote at least 5 really bad scripts. And it also took me to LA a lot because they had meetings where you could, be in the room with actual writers. Like Alan Ball was one of the guys, and he's a huge screenwriter. And producers that were telling you what they were looking for. That was a big part of understanding the industry. And I think what I learned was, I think it was even Alan Ball that said the difference between him and us, the newbies in the room, was the fact that he could write faster. And he said that, you needed to be able to write a really good script fast to be on a professional level, like within a month. And at the time I was like, I can't write a script in a month. I mean, I would need, I couldn't write a good script. I would need, several months. I probably need 3 to 6 months, right? Back then. So that became my goal in the beginning, was to learn how to write fast, quality. Like your first draft is the best draft, and that's usually really hard to do until you put the time in. So what I used to do is I would write, I called it a barf script, and I did it only once. But after I took the time to learn the skills, and so I knew what I was doing. Now I wasn't just sort of new and winging it and hoping I would write a script that just hit all the marks. So what I would do is I would spend a month outlining my script, and then I would spend a week writing it. And that was to be the barf script. And I practically almost locked myself into a room to write a full script in a month, in a week. And it was an awful script, awful. But it taught me a lot about how to write fast. And I just sort of doubled back down on the skills of understanding the structure of screenplays, realizing that the outlining you do does allow you to write fast. And so, sorry, I probably talked way too long about that, but yes, correct, Braid. Yeah. So typically you will easily be given a month. Oh, you feel the same way about coughing in public. Thank you. I'm not alone. Yeah, you basically, people will give you longer to write a script when you're a professional writer, but yeah, technically you have to do it all in a month if you can. I mean, to me that made sense to get your skills to that level. I mean, that was the advice from a very successful screenwriter, that the difference between us was he could do it faster and probably I would add faster and better, but he just said faster. He was a very nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, Sergio's saying how hard it is to write screenplays. Yeah. I mean, it's like anything. I feel like as a writer, we all have the same skills, and it's just a matter of how much time. I always, there's a lot of producers out there that I call lazy screenwriters, because they started out as screenwriters, but like Sergio says, screenwriting is hard, and it's a tool that you need to keep. It's like an athlete. You have to use that tool all the time, or you can lose it. And there's a lot of people that are screenwriters. They start as screenwriters, they become producers because it's hard. It's easier to work with other people that can actually write the script. I've worked with some producers like that, and it can be really hard to work with someone that probably was a frustrated screenwriter. Although it can also be really good because they actually understand the craft. I don't know. You never know. You never know what you get. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. It's fun to talk screenplays and writing. And thanks for listening to me babble on about my book. I'm going to go make that live on Amazon. And then I got to figure out how to promote it. That's the other part of doing your own books. The promotion. It's one thing to create it. That's important. But you want people to read it and find it. That is just as difficult. And a whole nother skill set that I am definitely trying to improve. So I'd like to send you off in the world, and thank you for joining me. I'll be back on Friday. Sorry, at 8 a.m. Hopefully I won't still be choking on my own phlegm. I can learn how to drink better. You guys have a really great day. And happy writing. I expect you to continue to write. Okay? You can do it. Yes. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sergio, for telling me how to promote the site. Yeah, hit the bell. Like and hit the bell. Isn't that what they always say? Okay. Take care now. I gotta go call my dad.